in the quiet moments of life, when the noise of the world fades, we often find ourselves facing the raw and profound pain of losing a loved one. This is a universal experience, an undeniable part of the human condition. It's an ordeal that we all, regardless of who we are or where we come from, must grapple with at some point. The loss of someone close can stir up a flurry of emotions: intense sadness, regret, longing, even anger. These feelings can be overwhelming, but it's important to remember that they are completely natural. Each person's journey through grief is unique, marked by its own distinct rhythms and stages. It's okay to feel this pain. It's okay to let these emotions wash over you, to let them move through you. They are not signs of weakness, but of love. There is no right or wrong way to grieve, but there are healthy ways to cope with the pain. Grief often unfolds in stages, though they may not follow a linear path. It's akin to a journey, with each stage revealing a new landscape of emotions and thoughts. Let's delve into these stages to better understand them. The first stage is denial. This is when the reality of the loss feels overwhelming and impossible to comprehend. It's as though a thick fog has descended, clouding your understanding and leaving you feeling numb and disoriented. Next comes anger. This is a raw, intense emotion that can surge to the surface unexpectedly. It's a natural response to the pain and unfairness of loss. You might find yourself questioning why this happened and feeling a sense of profound injustice. The third stage is bargaining. Here you might find yourself lost in a maze of if-only and what-if scenarios. It's as though you're trying to negotiate your way out of the pain, seeking to rewrite history and avoid the harsh reality of your loss. The fourth stage is depression. This isn't the clinical depression that requires medical intervention, but rather a deep, profound sadness that pervades your existence. It's the quiet aftermath of the storm, where the world feels colourless and devoid of joy. Finally, we reach acceptance. This is not about being okay with the loss or forgetting about your loved one. Rather, it's about coming to terms with the reality of the loss and finding a way to live with it. It's a process of healing and redefining your life in the absence of someone you held dear. These stages are not a rigid roadmap to be followed sequentially. Some people might skip stages, others might bounce back and forth between them. It's a deeply personal process, unique to each individual and their relationship with the person they've lost. Remember, healing happens in its own time, and it's okay to move through these stages at your own pace. Grieving isn't about getting over a loss, but rather about learning to live with it. It's a journey of resilience, acceptance, and ultimately growth. While navigating the stormy seas of grief, it can be helpful to have some practical strategies to steady the ship. Grief, in its essence, is an intensely personal journey. But that doesn't mean you have to walk this path alone. Reach out to others for support, talk to friends, family members, or a professional counsellor. Join a support group. The shared experience of loss can often help ease the burden of grief. It's okay to lean on others when you're feeling vulnerable. Next, remember to take care of your physical health. Grief can be a physically draining process. It's important to nourish your body with healthy food, get plenty of sleep, and engage in regular physical activity. Even a simple walk around the block can do wonders for your mental well-being. Expressing your feelings in a tangible or creative way can also be therapeutic. Writing in a journal, composing a letter to your lost loved one, creating art, or even planting a tree in their memory can be meaningful ways to honour your feelings and the life of the person you lost. Above all, maintaining a connection with the departed can be an essential part of coping. This doesn't mean dwelling in the past, but rather finding a way to honour their memory in your daily life. This could be through carrying on their traditions, revisiting shared memories, or even talking to them in your quiet moments. The process of grief is a journey, not a destination. It's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to have good days too. Remember, there is no right or wrong way to grieve. Each person's process is unique. And finally, give yourself permission to live again. It's okay to find joy, to laugh, to get back to your life. This isn't a betrayal of your loved one's memory, but a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the enduring power of love. These strategies are not a cure for grief, but they can provide a lifeline in the darkest times. Grief is a journey, a winding path with hills and valleys, but it's a journey you do not have to walk alone. It's a journey that sometimes feels like an endless cycle of pain and sorrow. But remember, it's not about leaving behind the grief, it's about moving forward with it. It's about allowing yourself to experience the full spectrum of emotions, including joy, even while your heart aches. Grief doesn't require you to forget the ones you've lost or to put their memories on a shelf. Instead, it asks you to weave these precious memories into the fabric of your everyday life, to carry them with you as you continue on your path. It's about learning to live a life that's different, but no less meaningful. Remember, accepting the death of a loved one doesn't mean forgetting them. It means finding a way to honor their memory as we continue our own journey.